We're today going from an empty studio to 1 or 2 finished singles by the end of the day. Got this Birch PDP kit, which always sounds great on almost every kind of music. Alright, you can probably hear the kick drum sounds crazy. Not gonna work for this genre, so I'm just gonna start patting it down inside. And what I found just over time with this drum, you can get a nice tight sound doing this, rolling that up, putting it up against the front head, kind of in a U shape. Then sometimes put this pillow in, which is made to go front to back, and that kind of goes and touches the front head. This little guy goes in there because with the hole in the head, it kind of makes a rattly sound sometimes. Band will be here in 25 minutes, so we'll see how fast we can get all this set up. Get them rocking and rolling as quick as we can. When I put the stands away, I don't completely collapse them. That way they're pretty much ready to go at about the right height I need them. These clamps don't need to be super tight, just needs to hold the drum there. We can check out how they're sounding, see if they need to be tuned or muted or anything. Hopefully I left them in good condition. You know what? For today's session, those are sounding pretty solid. I'm not going to waste a lot of time tuning those. Don't know what all tempos or anything the band's going to be doing, so I'm going to get just a nice middle-of-the-road snare drum for them. This is the 70s Ludwig Superphonic. It's just really quintessential snare drum, and I just know it's going to work for just about anything they throw at us. This drum is sounding great. The snares are just a little too loose. Just tighten them up as I kind of dribble the stick there. This is actually in really good shape, so psyched about that. We can keep on moving. I'm gonna go with these old 60s 14-inch Zildjian new beats. Just have a little pad under there, which kind of dulls them down, keeps them a little more controlled sounding. Hi-hats tend to get really loud and abrasive on a recording. They're so close to the snare drum mic. So just take this piece of felt, put it on the top where you clamp it down. So before I forget, I think we want to improve the ambiance here. All these many lamps from our friends at Goodwill. So I need to consult with Robot the Dog, the head engineer and executive producer. Just let me know if you have any input, buddy. Kick always tends to go up here into this first Cappy pre, which is like an API mic pre, and that goes right into this API EQ and goes down. It's all normal to go right into this DBX 160X, which is kind of industry standard for kick drums. Snare will come in on this second Cappy, goes through this second API EQ and into the 1176 side of this 6176. Just start labeling these channels. Just gonna make it a lot easier for me as I start setting levels. We want to compress the snare bottom, and we also want to compress the overhead and the room mics. So now I can take my input list and I can start setting mics up. Setting up the usual suspects, AKG D112, just going to be a good middle of the road overall sound for this project. Goes in the drum like that, and then that will go, according to our handy dandy input list, it's going to go into Cappy 1 right there, a nice short mic cable for it. This is AKG C451. It's gonna go on snare bottom. Might as well just sneak that in there now. Most industry standard thing ever here is the 57 on snare top. Ain't broke, so I don't try to fix it. Use one overhead and just kind of balance it in between the cymbals we want to capture. It does have a pencil on it for de-essing when I use it for vocals. So Sean's here, and I'm just gonna sit him down on the drums, and I kind of set him up in random spots. I didn't even really sit down and play them. So you should definitely move things around, get where you're comfortable-ish. And I'll even pull the mics away for a sec.
Hey, dude. Yeah, good to see you too.
So Ben's the artist today's amazing kind of country-tinged singer-songwriter. Did you get demos going?
I didn't. Sorry.
No worries. I'm sure it'll go great. That's the great thing about Sean is, 2 to 3 take wonder, even when he hasn't even heard the song ever.
We'll make it work.
Especially when he has heard the song, it's like 7 or 8.
Yeah. The last time, I think we did scratch tracks and click tracks.
That works for me.
Yeah, I'm inclined to do that. I'll keep on setting mics up and getting things wired up, and you guys can jam and work out parts and stuff.
Cool, sounds good.
I had a dream last night where you brought your telly and you pulled it out, and it was like cybernetic. It was like half metal. It was like RoboCop of tellies. I don't know why.
So this song is called Run, Rabbit, Run. And it's just, I'm on the road today. I've got to get away.
Yeah. I think I'm actually going to have you jam out here with an electric as a scratch, just so it's a little quieter and we can have a room mic for the drums. So you can sit right there, and I'm gonna set up a scratch vocal mic for you too, and I'll get headphones for both of you guys.
Never seen a green telly before.
It's totally custom, just all kind of crazy cheap parts I got on eBay. I have no idea where the body came from. The neck I got when I was in Maryland at this place, Victor Litz. I don't know if they're even around anymore. Sean, maybe you just play a beat while Ben's tuning up. All right, beautiful. Strum that guitar nice and hard for me. Let me get a level on it. Quick question, lights on or off?
I kind of like them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's good vibe in here.
Cool.
It's vibey.
So, why don't you guys jam through the song one time all the way through? That'll give me a chance to record it. We'll get a tempo. I will check out the tones on everything. And then maybe a take or two later we can do a click track.
Sure.
And maybe we'll just get the drum track with you two jamming together.
Sure.
I kind of fuck with people sometimes at shows. I play like this.
I want to check the room mic, see if there's a ton of guitar and vocal in it. Kinda. It sounds cool where it is, but I'm going to try a different location on this. Alright, that's better. It's an improvement. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to pull a tempo off that previous take. So now we go to tempo, adjust tempo using region length locators. So we'll just make it a global change. It's 186, which sounds good. It's a fast song. All right, so now we got a click track here. Let's just jam the song to the click track and see if it's working out.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, nice work. Let me just switch this over to use the guitar and vocal takes for a scratch. All right, so you should have those backing tracks that were just played, and see if you can play right along to them. Here it goes. That was tight.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on. I think the only thing I might say is maybe we'll overdub some cymbals in some of those parts.
Sure.
Which is cool that you didn't always hit the cymbals. It gives us the option of adding them.
Totally.
Just kind of to accentuate some downbeats or maybe it's kind of the upbeats on some of those. But I'll just run through the first tune and, you know, just accent some downbeats and possibly upbeats. We're going to be recording some Marshall stack here for the punk tune. Do it real simple here. This thing's pretty much good to go.
Oh no, that's ripping off other songs.
So we can get out the old Les
90s?
Paul. No, this one's got humbuckers. I want a lot of gain so you get the palm muting.
Yeah,
Shit,
that's
pop
like
up.
a classic Les Paul through a Marshall.
Yeah, it's just an old studio from the 90s or so. Here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, luckily this stuff is sort of all ready to go. I'll just maintain a DI here and run it through out to here. Alright, Sean, last time you came in, you jammed with that amp, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just kind of dial it in like how you like it? Or we probably just turned it up, right?
I like everything pretty much like kind of like right in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah, it sounds great already. Too.
Yep, that sounds like a Les Paul through a Marshall.
Oh, I love it.
It really does sound great. Yeah, I'm just going to play the track and start to play along with it. Okay, let me just, I'll play back the sound a bit, make sure I'm happy with the tone before we do another take. Yeah, I dig it. think we run with it. So yeah, I guess before we keep on going, I'll just figure out what all other instrumentation we're
Definitely.
playing on.
Yeah, so dobro and then bass, of course. I'm not sure what the hell I'll do for a solo. Maybe just overdriven because I have my drive and a fuzz on my board, so we
Okay.
can maybe use that Epiphone to just like put some really distorted bends
Yeah.
on Run Rabbit Run. I'll do a telly chicken picking solo on Anywhere at All, but I'll use the Guild, the acoustic rhythm
so
guitar.
acoustic for rhythm on that. Try this Shure SM81 for the hell of it. Bring out some highs on the dobro. Alright, so I can take these headphones that are out here and listen to it as it's being recorded and move the mic around until it's sounding good. switching over to acoustic guitar. Oh, that's sounding cool. I had Ben keep, I didn't have him, but you remember from last time that I kind of like older strings on an acoustic guitar rather than brand new, freshly changed strings.
Which is fair, especially for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I hate, like Taylors are really bright. I'm not a fan.
The brand new strings can sound metallic. When we're recording electric guitars, I almost always want people to put fresh strings on though. That would be cool, kind of away from the sound hole. It'll be a little thinner sound that'll work because we're adding bass guitar and, you know, potentially some other stuff. We don't need it too huge sounding. All right, so I think that does it for acoustic, huh? Alright, so for the bass, we're going to use our trusty Ampeg V4B. Can't go wrong. Just turn it on and turn it up. The tone volume all the way up on that.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean,
You want all?
if you're going to use your fingers, it's going to sound a little edgy out here, but we really need all the definition we can get on it, or it won't come through. Alright, so the bass is coming in on 2 tracks, so let me just make sure they're in phase with each other. The DI comes to the computer quicker, a couple of milliseconds quicker than the mic'd amp sound does, so we sort of time align the two. That just really gives the bass a more solid sound with both of the low frequencies of those sources combining and not canceling out each other. So as edgy as the bass sounds out there, I think we could make it even a little edgier, just because it's so hard for the pluck of the strings to come through on the recording. So a little more preamp gain and a little more mids, and also boosting a different mid frequency. And then we dialed the treble back a little bit because we really just want the mid range. We don't really need all the stringy noise. So we'll try that tone. All right, very nice. I think that was it. So move right on to the other song.
Yeah.
On bass.
Yeah.
Grabbing a pick, I hope. Okay, awesome. You're competing with a Marshall stack here, so.
Figure it out.
And I'm telling you, it doesn't record it as edgy as you hear it out there. It's kind of a problem with like getting bass to be audible, is you got to put a lot of other stuff than bass into it.
Yeah, I mean, not full. You know, let's go maybe
Yeah.
like half cocked.
Yeah, the Rat is great. It's just gonna grind it up
Exactly.
a bit. Sometimes I have these pointers that point to the settings. So again, it sounds crazy, but
Yeah,
we're just
I'm
gonna
sure.
record it, and it might sound just right.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Yep.
That's gonna work great. A little fizzy, so just gonna move the mic a little out toward the edge of the
Okay.
speaker.
Yep.
And all right, so what are our options here
For tone,
tones?
I
Yeah.
think between the.
So far out in the room, I like the combination of the two pedals. Just do a couple runs on that solo, and
Sure.
now do you want to put slide through the whole song, or just come in on that solo?
Just that solo.
Awesome. Done, I think, on that one. So, go to the telly.
Yeah.
Chicken picking. So, coming with the drums, probably, or something?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll play it from the top.
Cool. Yeah, I think that was it.
Lights and stuff. Alright, so we'll just do a dry run.
Gotta run, gotta go, gotta run, get away. Gotta run, gotta go, gotta run, get away. I'm on the run today. I've gotta get away. I'm right now all alone. Yeah.
Yeah, get out of breath there. There you go. So let's take it from the top and we'll just do like the first
First chunk.
chunk.
Gotta run, gotta go, gotta run, get away. I'm on the run today. I've got to get away. Cool. Want to go through the whole thing, then I'll throw some harmonies on the Run Rabbit Runs. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run.
Nice, those were sounding good. That's the last piece of the puzzle
I
here.
think so, yeah. Rhythm guitars, we've got drums, we've got lead guitar, we've got bass, we've got rhythm electric guitar, we've got vocals and harmonies.
Yeah.
That's
All right. Well, I think that's enough for 2 songs for one day. So.
Are you sure? I wanted to do like, like 24 hours straight.
All right. Let's call it.
Yep.